the second product is the Del Carmen product, and this one comes from Spain, so it's a little bit different to what we've just seen.
So, it does seem like a fairly classic Spanish slate material. See how lovely and thin, very, very smooth cleavage. Interestingly, for a material that takes such a flat cleavage, it's still got a certain level of shine to it. You can see very clearly some of the original sedimentary bands running through it at a slight angle. That's still not a problem here. The grain is still running effectively vertically down the slate. The majority of this material, I think, is supplied in that direction. Almost no visible pyrite in this whatsoever. It's something we can only pick up with the microscope, very, very small grains, and when we do look at it with a microscope, and of course with the test, there's no evidence of what pyrite there is there reacting. Of course, the lower the amount of pyrite, hopefully the lower the potential for reaction as well. Or even if it did react, there could be far less damage as compared to something that has an awful lot more pyrite in it.
So do you expect it to not have much oxidation?
This one, from my own personal knowledge of this, which I've been testing over many years now, and also the fact that I do get involved in a lot of slate failures on roofing projects, I've not seen this material ever have a problem with pyrite.
Okay. And what would you say about the consistency of the color of this product?
Again, it's not too muddy appearing, and so here the doesn't quite ring the same as the Riverstone, because that is much more of a crystalline product than this. But as slates go, it's still sounding like it's together. I say the moment you get a slate that isn't together, you get a very dull sound, like a broken bell almost. It just doesn't sound right. And this has a slightly flaky surface to it, partly because this has been split at this point here, where you can see the bursting lines, and some of these have created very, very fine flakes. Very much to be expected. When you lay all new slate, you get a rain of fine flakes that initially weather off, and then after that the slate will tend to be sitting there quite soundly. It's got a reasonable good strength, and also I won't say A1, it's also got W1, T1 and S1 performance, so it's a very, very good, I won't say standard, I think it's above standard quality
for a Spanish
slate. Yes. Again, the shine that's been given to me by the mineral suggests it's just had a little bit more metamorphism than some of the slates that you look at. Another feature of some Spanish slates is they have had a second very strong metamorphism that can leave a very pronounced grain, and some of them have what we call a crenulation cleavage, which means that they can be very hard to dress and cut around and shape in different ways for some aspects of roofing, and will also fall apart very rapidly in certain directions, but this doesn't have that. The slate material seems to be exceptionally good.
Thank you.